Hefty's the name, shiny hunting's my game. Gotta catch 'em all, nothing's ever the same. With my trusty football, I'm always on the spree. No shiny can escape, they all come to me. Shiny after shiny, it's never enough. I'm on a quest, and it can get rough. From Pallet Town to Johto and beyond, I'm the shiny hunter, the bond is strong. I've got 'em all, every shiny you can name. Kanto region, Johto region, I've conquered the game. Hefty is the king, the one who never quits. Call him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks. I've conquered the game. Hefty's the king, the one who never quits. Caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks.
Happy Sunday. Hassan, you lost yesterday's Wordle and your 111-day streak. I'm sorry, buddy. That stinks. And James went to Crimson Mirelands for the first time and randomly found a shiny Carnivine. That's awesome. Congratulations. Um, I don't know why my camera looks like it's not in good focus today. It says it's 1080 and 50 frames per second. So I don't know what's going on there. His name is Groot. Nice. Someone silly. What's going on? Good to see you. I don't know what is happening here. Matthew, good morning. Yesterday you found two Shalfas, Samurott from Permutations, and Machop from a random spawn. Congratulations, Hassan. I don't even know if it's just like... I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on. How was everybody's Saturday? How was the Jangmo Community Day? Just one more dino to go. Very nice. Really touched. You can go back to bed for a bit. Sounds good, Hassan. Get some good sleep. Good morning, Anne-Marie. How you doing? I did get the Jangmo that I needed. And it was a pretty decent 2-star, so I was happy about that. I also got my iced latte to go along with it during the hot weather, so pretty decent afternoon for Hefty. We stopped at 4. Nice, Anne-Marie. Congratulations. And this morning, I finally finished all the 100cc cups in Mario Kart World, which is pretty neat. Had windy weather yesterday, so no chance of getting one for PvP. I'm sorry, Matthew. If someone's silly, I hope today's the day we get this. You got shiny Furfrou and Pogo. Congratulations, Anne-Marie. Are you going to keep it just regular type, or are you going to get its hair done? Kind of niche. I don't know what's happening with the camera today. So you give one of your shinies the Valentine's trim. I don't think I've done that one either. I only have two Furfrou shinies so far. Dragonic, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How'd you do with Community Day? Feel like I'm going through what you went through with the shiny Xerneas. Uh-oh. I remember that was a long hunt for you. Ivo, what's going on, Ivo? You got 5. Congratulations, Dragonic. How the trims work exactly? It's just like it works the same way as like evolving. You just go into the Furfrou and it uses a certain amount of candy to give it a trim. That's all. Nothing fancy. It just treats it like it's an evolution. Oh, and yes, and it's region based. There's certain trims that are only available in certain regions. I forgot about that, Matthew. Does it stay that way? Yeah, it'll stay that way until you change it. Dragonic, I just got the one. I just needed the one, and thankfully it was a pretty decent 2-star, so I said, yeah, this is good enough. You got 10. Holy smokes. Yeah, you can change it. It just costs candy. I see what you mean. Yeah, it will stay that way until you change it. It's not based on where you caught the furfrou, just where you're located. And when you say just where you're located, Matthew, does that mean where you are registered? Like where your account is registered or where you physically are? Like, could I travel to Egypt and get a different trim? Yes, exactly. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I know like it's not the same game or anything. This is why I asked. Like I know like with the Vivian patterns back in the day, uh your Vivian pattern in your game was based off of where your 3DS was registered. Forgot to see if you could have gotten a different trim in Jamaica. Oh no, Matthew, you have to go back now. Wonder if we'll get all the trims in ZA. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, because right now there's not any way to. I mean, not only is there no way to get a Furfrou in the mainline games in home, even if you caught a Furfrou like in let's say Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and then transferred it to bank and then transferred it to home, it loses the trim. So with the mainline games, there's no way to have the trims on this like just at all. So it would be nice if we could finally like have permanent trims. That sounded confusing, and I'm the one that said it. But basically, like I could catch a Furfrou and Ultra Sign, give it a princess trim, put it in bank, and it would lose the trim as soon as I transfer it into bank. So by the time I put it into home, it's just a regular Furfrou. So yeah, it would be pretty nice if we could get all the trims in ZA. Which, it wouldn't surprise me if we could. I could see that being a thing. I played so much Mario Odyssey yesterday. I gotta be honest, I didn't really notice the visual updates on the Switch too, but I still love Mario Odyssey, so I played it for a few hours. I ended up getting like 100 and some moons. Dorian, what's going on? Good to see you. You got Wordle in 4. That was a word. Yeah, yes, it was. I actually thought it was a different word. So like, I knew I had a good feeling I knew what it was. I was like, oh, it's this word. And after I put it in and it was correct, I was like, wait a second. I was thinking a different word. So I kind of completely lucked out. Dr. Fiend, what's going on? Good to see you. Still have to get Dead Dactyl as well. So just because you don't want me to suffer alone, you're going to do this with me. That's awesome. Thank you so much, someone silly. Jamaica was not a different trim. Good. You didn't screw up. Still hatching for shiny. Why not in shield? I am still. When I say still, I mean I haven't touched it in like 2 months. But I'm still hatching for shiny. Why not in Ultra Sun? Did well at guessing the 4K this week. Thank you, Dr. Fiend. What does the shiny look like? So it's like a purple body with blue wings instead of a gray body with purple wings. You had to look up the word. I get that. Football Go. What's going on? Good to see you. I don't think that was shiny. Let me just double check. Yeah, like the underside of the wings will be blue. Kind of like if you look at the shiny Mega Aerodactyl right down there, it's kind of like that, but I feel like the underside of the wings are more blue on the regular as opposed to the Mega. Good morning, Carly May. How are you? Hope your weekend's been going well. Or I should say good afternoon. I apologize. Dorian, I'm doing fantastic. How you doing? I got to talk to Dorian Dysart on the phone yesterday, and that was pretty awesome. Do I like iced tea? I do, as long as it's sweetened. I don't like unsweetened iced tea. It's a little too, I don't know, bitter? Is bitter the right word? Very warm, but good. I hear ya. I hear ya. It's somewhere around 30 Celsius. I'm guessing somewhere around 30 Celsius here for the next few days. A little late, Akiro, you're never on late. You're never late. You always arrive precisely when you're supposed to. Bland, yeah, bland, I suppose. I can see your niece in a little bit. That's awesome. Thanks for the talk yesterday. Thank you, Dorian. Harrison, what's going on? Good to see you. That's the temp here too. Yucky. Kiro, your Audi often rips a big one right before exiting the elevator. Again? Come on, Kiro. Get it together. Don't mind unsweetened. If you have sweetened, you'll go for an Arnold Palmer. Okay. I'm doing well, Harrison. How you doing? I did not get a chance to really watch any movies yesterday like I was hoping to. But I think I'm going to try and knock out a couple movies today. I can't remember if I mentioned on stream yesterday or not, but the other day I did watch, no, I watched it last weekend. That's right. I talked about this. I watched Clown, the movie that Matthew recommended. I like to believe your Audi lets out silent death and not a big one. Yeah, we'll go with that. Again, Tim Hortons on the way. Think you might be more excited about that. I've never had a Tim Hortons. Keep saying I wouldn't know about the movie if it wasn't for you, Matthew. I don't know how else you can interpret that. Slowpoke, good afternoon, my friend. How you doing? It's your favorite coffee. I'm out of creamer right now, so I'm having to drink black coffee with one teaspoon of sugar, which isn't bad, but for having a little creamer. You knocked out a movie, was action packed. What movie? Kittens are sleeping, you know they're full grown, but they'll always be your kittens. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, it's gotta be sweet. It's gotta have a little sweetness to it, just like you. Oh, you got your old name back. Oh, it was a joke. I get jokes. Where the heck is this Aerodactyl? Carly, can I borrow some shiny luck, please? This is Dr. Fiend. This is the last one, and we've been doing this for like well over a month. It's taken over 24 hours. That's probably not incorrect. It probably has taken more than 24 hours. Violet luck, sword luck isn't going to be great at the moment. I'll take it. So much different raising them from young kittens because they grow attached to you, but you would also adopt a senior baby to give them the best life instead of inside of a shelter. That's really sweet, Kiro. Kittens are cute. I don't even know. I don't know how many streams we've done for Aerodactyl. But it probably has been over 8. Pride Month Rainbow Encounter Hunt has turned into a Pride Month Skorupi Hunt. Oh my god. Isn't that, not Skorupi, but isn't that what happened to Amber last year too? Where it just took forever. It became like Pride Year. I can borrow your shield luck? Thank you. 10? It's been 10 streams. Ugh. Muna 2.0. My goodness gracious, Carly. I'm sorry. This is the 10th stream. So yeah, if we don't get it today, we're going to be closing in on 30 hours. It's her last with you. It's the first. Maybe that means that the rest will show up real quick. Maybe that means that after you get the Skorupi, you're going to get like 2 or 3 a stream. Some people on Fail Army are dumb. Why would you sit on a pool table? You could have won a game in the future. Yeah, people are silly. That's for certain. It'll happen, Carly. Get the overodds one out of the way. Don't be like me and save it for last. Last weekend, I had to double check to make sure that these are actually different spawns on Shield. Because I was starting to think I screwed something up. And I'm going to do that again now, even though literally nothing has changed. Alright, let's see if this is a male or a female. Done like 40 Cresselia DAs and not even phased. Yikes. I'm sorry, Carly. I remember when I was going for my Lunala, I think I went around that amount without any phases. Alright, this is a female. Imagine I play off stream as they're flying about. I'm petrified of that, Harrison. That's why I don't even touch Shield in between streams anymore. You only have 54 Violet Shinies to go before your Violet Shiny Living Dex is done. That's crazy. I believe Matthew has 3? Is it 3, Matthew, that you have left to do? 1 dino? Wait, is it just the 1 dino, or are there a couple other things left? It's just the one. The 1 dino is all that you have left. Dang, that's crazy. For some reason, I thought there was a couple other random things you needed. What's going on, JDX? I'm getting them all exclusively on Violet, not even doing Union Circles, even though I really wanted to. He just turned me down. JDX, no, I was saying earlier, I didn't get a chance to watch any movies yesterday, but I'm planning on watching it today. Got the shiny a while back, but it was a random spawn. Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is I've already caught 2 shiny Aerodactyls in my time. I did the Ultra Sun hunt on the top screen. I did this a few years ago before I started streaming and got it pretty quickly. And then last summer we did it in Shield because I needed to get one in a Premier Ball. So this is like the 3rd time I'm trying to hunt an Aerodactyl, and now it's finally like over odds. What's going on, Guy? You've been summoned, you have. Come on, shiny, keep on rolling. I think that song's been stuck in my head for weeks now. We are doing Pokemon Pocket Guess the Comic Book and Guess the Plush today. We are indeed. Have it all ready to go. Unfortunately, though, we're only going to open up 2 packs in Pocket. Down to 10 till Dex completion. Nice. What do you need? Is it stuff that's hard to get, or you just haven't gotten yet? Gotten so bad that you joined the suffering. You sure did. You're opening yours in a minute? Nice. Let me know if you get anything good, so I can be jealous. Just for the OG 400 in the Paldea decks, minus the 6 shiny lock mons. Might go for Kitakami or Blueberry Academy decks someday, but you already have so many of those shinies in home. That's true. I get it. I get it. Trying to get the Mythical Island full set. Good luck on that. Friend code. I think if I think it's a mod only command. I think if Matthew drops a exclamation point hefty pocket. Finally finished and got the national decks unlocked in Shining Pearl. Sweet. What are you planning on doing in that, Carly? No, no space, Matthew. You can blame Jerry for making weird command names. Don't I have Shiny Charm and Shield? I do have Shiny Charm and Shield. Ah, you can go for the Arceus. Sweet. Or maybe it's just Pocket. Thank you, Dragonic. Yeah, this is really bad. This is really bad. Now, I mean, remember, it's blended because the top game is 1 in 4096, and I'm doing about twice as many encounters on that than I am on the Shield. But yeah, it's still bad. Kind of want to do Lugia in that game too? Do it. All right, there we go. There's my Pocket friend code. Thank you, Matthew. You know what I'm thinking of? In Chem Stream, Jerry made the command Chem Pocket. That's why I thought it was Hefty Pocket. Luigia. If we do, I'm so tired of saying this. I feel like I jinx myself every time I say it. If we do get the Aerodactyl early enough, we're going to jump into Pokemon Violet and see if we can get a couple more shiny female Torchics. German Aviator, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday afternoon. Deramaka, Gothita, Box Legend, Aromatisse, Solrock, it's off the top of your head. That's not too bad, Dorian. That's not too bad. Some exclusives, but yeah, I think you'll be able to get that pretty easily. Actually, are they all exclusives? I can't remember if Gothita is an exclusive or not. So yeah, because of the blended odds of 4096 on the top and 1365 on the bottom, I don't know like even how to begin to calculate the cumulative odds, but I do know that we are definitely over odds because we're over 4096. Said you've seen it, but it's nowhere to be found. Interesting. Maybe you saw it like in a battle or something. I don't know. Add both odds together is still over. Oh yeah, yeah. Said you were going back to PLA after this challenge, but you think you're gonna go back to Sword and Shield instead. Still need to get your shiny Keldeo. Do it. I was so happy to finally get that thing. I wish I could catch it in a Premier Ball. I wish I had my OT, but it's nice to finally have a shiny Keldeo. I really and truly thought there was going to be one more of those mystery gifts if you completed the native decks on all the games. Send me a friend request on TCG Pocket. Sweet, thank you. The best thing about Shields, I can just buy Premier Balls. Yes. Wait, you can in Shield? I know you can in X and Y. Where do you buy them in Shield? John Strecker, good morning. Not really good. You're kind of sick. I'm sorry you're sick, German Aviator. You really want to do Regieleki at some point? You should. Oh, in the DA cave. Yeah, yeah, if you use Dynite ore. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't think about that as buying. But I guess it is buying. Just using a different currency. Big Cheese Thrist, good morning to you. That was a nice little golf course today, Big Cheese. I like that one. Finally gonna get this today. John Strecker, I really hope I do. I really hope. I want this to be over with. You know what's funny? I said it earlier, I was going to check to make sure that the Aerodactyls in Shield were different spawns. So I checked one that was a female, then I never checked anymore. So let's check this one, see if it's a male. All right, that one's a female too. Oh, sweet. Thanks, Harrison. Yep. I'll accept that when I open up Pocket here in about an hour. You know what I should do? I should take advantage of this wonderful community we have here on the channel, and I should make commands saying what base cards I still need in all the sets. See if anybody can help me out. Because I'm down to only needing one or two for a lot of the sets. And some of the sets, like the original set, Mythical Island, I have complete. Shining Revelry, I have complete. But Space Time Smackdown, I still need like 15 base cards. Come through as H Gaming, sounds good. Wait, let's check see if it's male. See, I already forgot again. Yeah, no worries, Ace Gaming. Okay, that one's male. So yes, these are changing every reset. So with static spawn reset hunts like this on Shield, it is possible to mess it up, depending on how you set it up and when you save. If you save the game after the Pokemon has spawned, then it doesn't matter how many times you reset the game, it's going to be the same Pokemon each time. So I just want to make sure I didn't screw it up. Still without a gold card, starting to believe they don't exist. They do, John. Trust me, believe me, they do. I got a beautiful gold Pokeball, and you're going to get one too. The good news or the bad news? Tommy, you know I love good news. Give me the good news. It's possible to mess up a stack reset hunt. Sword and Shield's wild like that, right? You got 5 gold Mews? That's not even fair. You know what's crazy? A while back, there were some people saying that I should make a video showing how to set up the stack stack spawn hunts. And I was like, the game's been out for years. Like, there's got to be stuff out there. And I actually saw a video a couple weeks ago that was recommended me, and it was like how to hunt the shiny static spawns in Sword and Shield. And I was like, oh yeah, exactly. Here's what I was talking about. And I watched it, and it was not what I thought it would be. It was like basically you save like far away from the spawn point, and then when you reset, you still have to run into it. And so I was thinking maybe there aren't as many videos out there as I thought. Good news is that you got a gold in the 100 million, and you got silver in the shot put for the state special Olympics competition in Columbus, Ohio. Congratulations. Or the 100-meter walk. Okay, congratulations, Tommy. That's awesome. You got a gold pack, gold Mew, clean immersive, and 3 alt arts. That's not fair. I mean, good for you, but I'm jealous. Might be worth doing considering folks might be coming back to Sword Shield hunts on their Switch too. Maybe so. It's one of those things where like I thought it was somewhat common knowledge, but now I'm learning that apparently it's not. Every time you seem to get a shine in your card packs, it's always a 1-star full art. I've had one 10-packer with 4 or 5 shines, no 2, 3 or shiny star cards. Dang. I don't know why, but I've gotten 4 of the full art Blacephalons this set. And no other full arts. Well, that's not true. Last weekend we did get Soul Valley. That was my second full art. Bad news that you're going to have surgery on your right shoulder and had calcium buildup, and they're going to do a microscopic surgery. You don't know what it's going to be. Tommy, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure it'll go fine, though. And I'm sure in the long run it will be very beneficial. But I am sorry that you have to go through that. Surgery is never fun. Except for when I had my wisdom teeth out because the doctor gave me all sorts of gas. That was kind of fun. And not like it was happy gas. It was happy gas. Not the bad gas. See, I knew someone was going to go there, Matthew. I knew someone was going to say that. I just didn't expect it to be you. Healing process is 3 months. Ooh. Yeah, that's a rough time. No, not hefty gas. That doesn't exist. Yeah, I mean, Harrison's kind of right. Like the surgery itself usually is fine. It's the after effects of the surgery that can be rough. Did I get it done at 2:30? Oh my gosh, Harrison, I love it. You hurt all kinds of places. Well, that's what happens when you get to a certain age, cheese. Wait, it gets worse. Mewtwo, what's going on? Good to see you. So if you were here yesterday, you might have heard me talking about how I got a new phone this week. So I now have my old phone as the camera, which is for some reason not working great today. I don't know why. It's bothering me. I feel like Nick. So this morning the alarm went off on my phone, and so I reached over to the nightstand and grabbed the phone. I turned it off, and I was so confused because after I turned off the alarm, I could still hear it. And I was like, "What the heck is happening? I just turned it off." And then I realized the alarm was still set on the old phone too. So I actually had to get out of bed, come into this room, grab the phone, and turn off the alarm. They're going to try and lower your A1C level before they do the surgery. Oh my gosh. So yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of prep. Still a great and low quality. Thank you. Oh yeah, how was the water park, Big Cheese? Did you have a lot of fun? Cito, what's going on? Good to see you. Hunting Kyogre, but for shines. Nice, St. Imbor. Good luck on that. Started karate. Cool. Yeah, how long were you at the water park, Big Cheese? And how many kids did you push out of the way in the line? Oh, not shines. You're just hunting for a regular Kyogre. Dude, it was hot. You spent a lot more time in lines versus getting on rides. So you should have pushed more kids out of the way. Got in at 11, left at 5:30ish. That's a good long day. Come on, Shiny. What a terrible day for rain. You know, it's not very often I can say this, but we're actually not going to have any rain today. You made the best of it, had a good time, almost flew out of a slide. Oh my goodness. Irritato. It's starting to become an irritato. It's raining, but still way too hot. Can't win. Yeah, Harrison's right. I'm sure everything will turn out for the best. There might be some struggle, but everything will turn out for the best. Where the heck is this shiny? Ever play 1,000 Year Door? I have not played that one. I played the first Paper Mario, but I haven't played 1,000 Year Door. I'm sure I'd love it. It's just one of those games that's on my list of games I would like to play that I haven't. Loops! Good afternoon, buddy. How you doing? Loops, I'm mad at you, by the way. I almost forgot. I almost forgot that I'm angry at you, Loops. But now I remember. Guess the Vizio game. The game is a card game that isn't what it seems. I don't know. I'm not really good with card games. What'd you do? Loops, I spent 3 whole wonder tokens to try and get your full art Pheromosa, and I ended up getting a Krokorok. So that's entirely your fault. Can't wonder pick the Pheromosa to save your life. Well, apparently I can't either. Maybe get good. No, it's just Loop's fault. He did it on purpose. It's called Inscription. I've never heard of that game. Put in a better spot next time. Thank you. I would appreciate that. Game also gave you 3 people to try and get a Celesteela when you had 6. I don't understand how I still don't have an Aggron card. You'll get a good wonder pick for me when I add you? Okay, that's fair. I don't understand how I haven't gotten an Aggron in a pack, nor in the dozens of wonder picks I've done with people that have Aggrons. It's not even like a fancy card. You're missing that one Metacham I got last stream? Seriously? I have like a billion of them. Mewtwo, if you're still missing it when the new set comes out, I will gladly trade you one. I'll give you the Metacham booty card. Just, you'll have to remind me. I'm going to stay on top of it today with the light goals. 4 cards away from dex completion for newest set. I need 2. I need the Aggron and I need the Guzzlord EX. You need some mythical island cards. How many are you missing, Harrison? 4 silvers left before you need the stars and shinies and shiny revelry. That's pretty good. Oh, to finish the master set? That's crazy. I could never even begin to complete a master set. I'd have to get gold cards in order for that to happen. How many sets have been released now? Like 8? We got 1 gold card. Poor John Strecker doesn't have any gold cards. He deserves gold cards. Yep, there is a new set coming out technically later this week. You need 13. Holy smokes. John Strucker with the like goal of 35. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the likes. I like how yesterday the poll said that 65% of you thought that I was going to get the Aerodactyl yesterday. First, before the other things. And today it's at 45%. I appreciate the realness. Jerry, good morning. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday morning. Why the loading time so much faster? On which game? Someone silly. Oh, on Ultra Sun. It could be because I'm not actually playing on a 3DS at the moment. I don't have a 3DS with a capture card, so what I do is I rip the save file off of the cartridge and then put it on my computer and run it through an emulator. So it could just be that the emulator has faster load speeds. I'm not rich or fancy enough to have a capture card 3DS. But it is still my physical cartridge save file. Um, I just copied the save file over to the computer. But if we do get an Ultra Sun, I will be transferring the save file back over to the cartridge. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yep. I know emulation is kind of a controversial topic on the old YouTube. I feel like everyone's entitled to their own opinions. For me personally, I prefer not to emulate, but if I am going to emulate, I feel that if I'm using the save files from my physical cartridges, I'm okay with that. That's just me personally. There seemed to be a whoopsie. Uh-oh, what? Gotta do what you gotta do. You concur? Harvested potatoes are so small. That doesn't mean they're not wonderful, Kiro. Oh, you did get Metachan, but you didn't realize. Gotcha. Gotcha. Good for a first attempt? I bet it is. Waiting so long for an Eevee set. Hope the immersive goes through all the evolutions. Oh, I didn't even think about that, Harrison. That's a great idea. I hope it does now. It's not about the size of the taters, but the flavor. That's right. Remind you of the baby potatoes the store sell? Oh my gosh, you eat baby potatoes? You monster. Roast up nice in the air fryer. Am I the only person in the world that doesn't have an air fryer? I swear, even like watching like some YouTube reactors nowadays, I hear them talk about their air fryer. Which emulator am I running that on? Azahar? Where's the PM7 mug without the handle? It's at work, and it does have a handle. I super glued it on. No air fryer in house, Jerry? Okay, good. I'm not the only one. Tyler, playing some Animal Crossing New Horizons. Enjoy, Tyler. I'm glad you're doing well. I am too. About one since it's easy to clean. I do like things that are easy to clean. All right, Harrison doesn't have one either. I don't feel so left out. But yeah, Jerry, I'm using Azahar. I don't know if that's the one that you're using. I know you said you weren't using Citra, but I didn't know if that meant you were using Azahar. A-Z-A-H-A-R. A-Z-A-H-A-R. What are we going for today, Jerry? Are we going for Entei again? Air fryer helps you survive? Well, that's a good thing. Such fast. Get this Sam's Club chicken nuggets for a quick meal when needed. Takes like 5 minutes. That's wild. So you've been using, wasn't sure why the stinky thing keeps crashing. Yeah, that's bizarre. I don't know why it's giving you issues. You only buy appliances on sale. I mean, that's just smart. That's just being smart. I don't know. Leave me alone. It's early in the morning. Do I cook often? I do not. I do not. Usually when I get home from work, I just want to lay on the couch and not do anything ever again. Who uses an air fryer? You're just cooking fresh air that you could use for yourself easily. Oh yeah, that's true. No need for an air fryer. Yeah, but if an air fryer is as quick to cook things as you all make it out to be, then maybe I should get an air fryer and start cooking more at home instead of like just throwing something in the microwave. Or I can just have someone make food for me so that when I get home from work, it's ready to eat. Well, if we fried air in an air fryer, I feel like it'd be hard to breathe after a while. You love your air fryer? See, everybody's talking about AI fryer. I'd be okay with an AI fryer. Fry that AI. You have to do dishes, but you don't want to? Do you have a dishwasher? Or do you have to hand wash them? I had a dishwasher. The house that I bought did not have a dishwasher, so I am currently sans dishwasher, and I hate it. Hand wash, yeah, I feel your pain, Kiro. There's a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie in development? I had not heard that. A lot of chicken nuggets are done 7 to 9 minutes versus like 15 in the oven, and you can do tots at the same time. That's pretty crazy. Fry the fryer for airs. There's just too much frying going on. Air fryer sounds like an airplane company. I could see that. My back's sore. Air flyer. You invest, spend up and get a decent size. It's one of those things where you get into using it. The small capacity does start limiting what you can do. All right. I mean, I'm just curious. It's not like I'm gonna go buy one today or anything. Can we do the guess the comic? We will in about 45 minutes. You have old expired copy grounds used for your plants? That's smart. I might go out and buy one today. You never know. I mean, I guess Matthew is correct in the fact that I cannot at this time see the future. So I can't say for certain that I won't. Han Solo Brown. Hash browns? That sounds good. What are we doing first? So in about 40 minutes, we'll open up some packs in TCG Pocket. And then we will do guess the plush and then guess the comic. Chicken hash browns. That sounds like it could be good. Some hash browns with some chicken mixed in. If I ever get one, let you know. You'll send me some easy meal recipes. I appreciate that, Matthew. So, do you get like a kickback from the air fryer company when you convince someone to buy one? Is it one of those? Is like are air fryers like Avon? Where someone talked you into getting an air fryer and now you have to go around and talk other people into getting air fryers and then you get compensated? Air fries fried in air fryer with fryer aired. Yep, that's I think a sentence. Get good air fryer karma. All right, as long as you don't try and get me to buy a Jeep and get me to do CrossFit, we should be fine. Never heard of air fryer parties? I can't tell if you're joking or not, Cheese, but it would not surprise me if that was a thing. Airy fryer. I like that Mewtwo. So wait for the big red letters on the price tag called sale. Exactly. Crafty cooking stream soon? Nah. Nah. I do make a pretty good lasagna though. Oh my gosh, you guys are just having too much fun with the air fryer comments. Might not want to make a lasagna in the air fryer. I would imagine not. Base model fryer starts at $34.99, but for an extra $19 a month, you can become a fry baseiter and get the ultra deluxe model for free. Sounds like a pretty good deal. I don't know if you can really say for free if it's costing me $19 a month. Your Audubon air fryer is now trying to convince everyone else to invest. It's what it feels like. Matthew Snyder, your Audi eats pencil erasers. Come on, Matthew. Throw those in the air fryer. Spaghetti air fried fryer while frying fries with fried air and aired fry. I don't even know what's happening anymore. They look like candy gummies. Look at Kiro trying to make Matthew feel better about eating gummy or eating pencil erasers. That's a good friend right there. If eating pencil erasers is cool, consider me Miles Davis. Windex looks yummy. Do not drink Windex. is a sentence I never thought I would have to say. Oh, Mewtwo, you're absolutely right about that. I have some old pencils where that eraser has basically turned into stone. And then you try and erase something, all you do is just rip up the paper. Pepto-Bismol looks pretty good too. Pepto-Bismol is good when you require Pepto-Bismol. Windex does not heal cuts. That's true. Do not drink bleach. It will kill you. Did they, Matthew? I honestly haven't had Pepto-Bismol in probably 20 or 30 years. No, we're not doing a medicine taste test strain. Medicine is to be taken when prescribed by a doctor, or over-the-counter medicine is to be taken when you are experiencing the symptoms that the medicine will help with. There's an entire subreddit called Forbidden Snacks. It's great. Thanks, Jerry. Thank you for giving the chat more ammunition. Natasha, what's going on? Can't say it, but hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you do too. Thanks for popping in. It's always good to see you. Oh, wait, I'm a mod. I can just drop the link. Oh, gosh. I've made a huge mistake. You're not that dumb. Not that dumb. Come on, Shiny. Why won't you show up? Weird, there's a username that's a mod on that subreddit, Snyder Matt. Doesn't surprise me. Or Cinder Matt. Had great fun yesterday, Hefty Matt. Thanks for the invite. Yeah, I had fun getting my butt kicked for almost 3 hours. I did a few more P-switches this morning. I now am at 200 P-switches. And I got all the King Boo costumes. So I still need to get the Bowser costumes, the Baby Mario, Baby Peach, Baby Daisy costumes, the Bowser Jr. costumes, and the Wario costumes. Yes, P-switches. Thank you, Matthew. Or Jedi, or whoever you are today. I think you accidentally ate a fly once. It's very sour, but it was the fly's fault for flying to your mouth. It's always the fly's fault. They cooked with some costumes. There's some really good costumes. There's some that I really enjoy. I love Toad with the burger hat. He looks like it looks like the Big Boy. What was the name of that restaurant? Bob's Big Boy or something like that. With a burger hat. Fisherman Lakitu, that's a good one too. Aside from CC Grand Prix, you've done nothing to gain new costumes. You know what I didn't realize until yesterday when we were playing? Is if you're racing people and someone rolls a comic or a Magic Koopa or whatever it is, and it switches your characters, you can switch to a character you don't have unlocked, and it will automatically unlock it. I unlocked um, the football guy. I can't remember his name. The guy that looks like a football player. I unlocked him and um, Sergeant Chuck. Thank you. I unlocked him and somebody else I can't think of right now. Last night playing with you two. Silver Fox, what's going on? Good to see you. Strollin' Stew. Just found food and free play and kept switching characters to get costumes. That's what I've been doing, Slowpoke. Yeah. Think you might be a Yoshi main for the rest of your life and you're ready for it. I've always been a Toad main. But I do like that with Mario Kart World, in order to unlock all the costumes, it does force me to play as other characters. So that's been fun. I don't think I have unlocked Stroll and Stew yet. So I know I have a bunch of costumes I have left to unlock, and I think I have 2 more characters to unlock, but I don't know how to unlock them because I've aced all the 100cc circuits. I don't know if more characters are unlocked if I do the 150s, which now that I say it, that's probably the case. Oh, the bee is trolling Stu? I thought that was Stingbee. What if after you got max playtime, you were just kicked out and forced to stop playing entirely and unable to play any longer? Then that would be terrible because I've maxed out the timer several times while shiny hunting, and if I got kicked out and never able to play again, I'd be sad. You were in Yoshi main until it became meta in Mario Kart 8, and then he was everywhere. Need Pianta, and then you have every character and every skin. Dang. I don't know what that means, Transition Maker. Oh, the Chem lookalike from Sunshine. Gotcha. Found artisan form Sinistea outbreak. No luck after a few hours yesterday. Saved the outbreak though, so try again today. Nice, Jerry. I hope you get it. That was a tough one to see. Obnoxio the Clown. You know, that's a real character too, and I'm jealous because he has a copy of X-Men versus Obnoxio the Clown, and I don't. Landon, good morning. Yeah, really, cheese. I don't have that. I don't have that comic. It's frustrating to see. It really is. It really, really is. Um, it's just the tiniest hint of green, and it's all dependent on the position of the sun, which is a crazy thing to say, but for me, it's all dependent on the position of the sun, whether or not I see that hint of green. I literally cannot see the difference in nighttime. After I caught one, I even waited until nighttime and I let it out around a whole bunch of other Sinisteas, and I could not see a difference. Yeah, you know what's funny, Matthew? You can get phony outbreaks, and it took me forever to find one. Every time I found an outbreak for a long time, it was always authentic, but I finally found a phony. So, like, the authentic's supposed to be like the rare one. I had my two authentics for a long time before I even saw a non-shiny, or not a non-shiny, but before I saw a phony outbreak. You can get an own tempo rock rough outbreak, yes. Yep. Transition Maker, you are incredible at spelling words backwards. It's probably You're probably the best backwards speller I've ever seen. Hello, Ariana. But yeah, you can get known tempo outbreak. I did get one myself. That's how I got my shiny dusk form. But even when you get the outbreak, it can be a little tricky because you still have to find the shiny during dusk or dawn. So basically, what I would do is I would wait till dusk. I would search for the shiny for 3 or 4 minutes. If I don't find the shiny, I would go. I would save. I would quit the game. I would put the timer back, or the clock back like 6 minutes, and then try again, over and over and over. You did the Duskform Lycanroc outbreak. Only took like 3 soft resets. Nice job. Gonna get off so I couldn't help with suffering. Dead Dactyl, do like 10 more checks and you're leaving. Someone silly, always appreciate it when you're here. And I super appreciate the help today. Or the, I appreciate you joining in the misery with me. Matthew's a real gamer. He really is. He's constantly making me feel like less of a man. At games. You updated your phone last night and didn't realize it turned your YouTube notifications off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Ari. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I'm doing great. Thank you, Matthew. Misery loves company. This is true. Aerodactyl's a certified lefty hater, indeed. That doesn't make me feel better, Kiro, because I want you to have good shiny luck, because you deserve good shiny luck. One of these days, though, and I can't believe I'm literally saying one of these days, this will shine. I'm going to pass the luck to you. Well, you know what, Kiro? Just being here helps me out a lot. One of these nights. My Audi probably got shiny Aerodactyl first encounter. Probably so. Hero, your Audi is shy around dolphins. That's kind of cute, actually. Kind of adorbs. It has to shine before ZA. It will. It will. Big Cheese. Unfortunately, the Audi command is for members only. I have to give my members something, since I give them so little already. You're shy around everyone. You don't seem to be shy here, which is nice. Who wouldn't be shy around dolphins? That's a good question. I've never been around a dolphin, so I can't say whether or not I'd be shy. Whoa, Matthew. That's wild. What would your Audi be doing? I don't even know. Mad GPT. Could you imagine Matthew Snyder was actually AI? That'd be pretty wild. I did give them Hefty versus Polar Bear and a mopping short. This is true. There you go, Transition Maker. Your Audi once won $50 on a scratcher. You're shy around shy guys. It's in the name EA Sports. Come on, Shiny. All right, we got about 20 minutes, so we'll open up some packs. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Dang it. You type incorrect information all the time, just call you Al. You can call me Betty. Betty, when I call you, I can call you Al. If you'll be my bodyguard, I can be your long lost pal. You call me Betty. Betty, when you call me, you can call me Al. Oh, come on now. Yeah, no luck. I'm sorry, someone silly. I'm sorry I let you and the rest of the world down. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for being here. Are we sure that Aerodactyl has a shiny? Maybe they just never made a shiny for Aerodactyl. Chimchar soft resets still take over a minute on the Switch too? Yeah, but that's better than a minute and a half, right? I heard it's a lot faster. In fact, I know somebody that restarted their hunt for Darkrai in BDSP on the Switch too, and was marveling at how fast the resets were, and then ended up getting the shiny Darkrai. Doesn't shine the end of the stream do you a favor? What's the favor, someone silly? You still don't have one in Pogo? I think I've seen like 2 or 3 shiny Aerodactyls in Pogo. Kill him now. Yeah, we might have to just take out some frustration on Aerodactyl at the end of this. You know what's funny? We haven't even done a practice catch on the Aerodactyl and Shield. Maybe we should do that. You get back on BDSP for the Arceus and Shaman, but you don't have any Master Balls left, and those are the two Ramon. Well, good news, Loops. Shaman has a really high catch rate. I'm like, it was not bad at all. I'm pretty sure I caught Shaman in a Premier Ball like on the first or second try. So I wouldn't worry about that one. But yes, I understand not wanting to take a risk on Arceus. I didn't take a risk on Arceus either. And that's why I have to rehunt it. I think it has a recoil move too. 30% at full health with the Pokeball. There you go. Thank you, Jerry. All right, now let's paralyze it. You get Impact. Thunder Wave. Now it's paralyzed. And let's switch back to Trevenant because Giga Impact will do nothing. All right, so it's got Giga Impact, it's got Agility, it's got Stone Edge. You get back to Arceus to get in a Luxury Ball? Yeah, I gotta do it for Premier. That and Darkrai. Okay, that's an easy catch. That's not bad at all. I'm not worried. Still don't know what that fourth move is, but I do feel like it's a recoil move. But wait a second. That one said it had Rock Head. Isn't Rock Head ability... Doesn't that stop recoil damage? Or am I thinking of a different ability? I was just practicing Transition Maker. Just practicing to make sure wouldn't have any problems catching it. Yeah, it will not take recoil damage. Aerodactyl. Now, is that... Okay, so it's either going to have Pressure or Rockhead. And we'll know if it has Pressure because it will give us a notification when the battle starts, right? Let me check. Yeah, it gives us a notification. So that's good. That means that we'll know when the shiny shines. If it doesn't say exerting pressure, we're fine to false swipe it, which will make it even easier. And if it does use pressure, then we won't false swipe it. I'm glad we did the practice run. Now we just need to get the shiny. All right, we got about 10 minutes, so we open up some packs. Hefty US 2 thumbs is currently shirtless at the beach. Thummy McGee. I saw that Thummy McGee was going to Hilton Head this weekend. What's up, Shinies? Shinies, I feel like you right now because my camera is not doing its thing today and it's really bothering me. I don't know why the camera is low quality today. There's a non-zero chance someone named Thummy McGee is at a gym, is at a beach. I know, right? It's crazy. I like how the ability pressure is basically it's having so much raw aura that makes opponents panic and use more power points than normal. I like that too, Ari. Is it camo? Yeah. Literally nothing has changed. It's at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Do you favor? All right, what am I doing? On the phone? The camo app on the phone or on the computer? No, Harrison. We got about 10 minutes, so we'll do Pocket. On the computer, left side scroll down, 4 icons left to right. Click on the second of those 4 icons. Left side, scroll down. The framing? Are you talking about the framing? Okay, I clicked it. I'm just not focused. Yeah, and I don't know why. You're cutting heads for someone for cash? Nice. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Cutting hedge technology. I love it. I clean the lens. Yes. Thank you, Mewtwo. That's very kind of you to say. Have hedge clippers ever used that? I don't know. It's a good question. Drinking soda technology. I don't even know what that would be like. We'll try it later, Shinies. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Come on, where's the shiny at? Oh. Guess one of the 5 Singing Qs you got today? Snivy. Gonna be 118 with humidity tomorrow? That's crazy. You should stay inside. Close enough? Really? What I think of your app? Looks pretty neat. Yeah, the weather is insane. It really is. All right, we'll take it to 66.75 and then we'll open up some packs. Here we go. Not shiny and heat warnings till Thursday. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty hot here too for the next several days. Not shiny. All right, let's open up a couple packs. Oh, nice. That froze too. Unfreeze. There we go. Yeah, I will, Harrison. I have to, grab my phone, open the app, all that stuff first. Get you some good wonder picks. I'm gonna try. Okay, there we go. Let's open up 2 packs. Actually, we got 7 minutes till the second pack. I did not time this right. One of those error packs, right? Okay, let's see what we got here. We need an Aggron or a Guzzlord EX. Hello? There we go. All right, we got Shinx. I have about 1 billion of those. Shinx, Repel, Rowlet, and Electrical Cord. All right, I'll use an hourglass to open up the next one. Me getting Palkia and Solgaleo packs. I am planning on going back to Palkia and Solgaleo after I get these last 2 base cards I need. If that ever happens. All right, here we go. Pack 2. Blitzel. There's another Metacham. Morlul and Lycanroc EX. All right, nothing today on the packs. That's unfortunate. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is what I get for listening to Nick. Let's see how terrible this looks. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened when I switched it to ultra wide and back. Hold on. Hold on. Bear with me. Yes, I accepted the request. Still doing it. Just hold on, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just keep going. What's the answer? Tell me what the answer is. I don't think I'm going to try something else on stream after that. Not shiny. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just blurry. Maybe I just woke up blurry today. I might be puddle of mud blurry. I could be. You know what? It feels like no matter what I do, it doesn't do anything. I'm not going to worry about it. No, Shines, I saw where you were talking about, but it feels like any settings I try and change, it doesn't affect anything. Yes, I did. In fact, I did that just a minute ago to try and get it to stop being Terrible. The only thing I can think, and this is kind of out of the box, shinies, can you think of any reason why I would need to be connected to the internet for it to work? On my phone? Can you think of any reason why the phone would have to have an active Wi-Fi connection? Okay, I mean, just because I know it's like a subscription-based thing, I didn't know if it would have to be online to confirm the... Are you always go in airplane mode? Okay. All right. Then never mind. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Thank you, Anne-Marie. This has just got me all confused. It's not Aerodactyl. The plush today is not Aerodactyl. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Thank you for getting me back on topic. I'm sorry, guys. This is just really bothering me. It's not Slowpoke. It's not Snorlax. At least we can see you. Yeah, now. It's not Badoo. It's not Wooper. Oh, I don't like live troubleshooting. That's the thing. I don't like it at all. Not Meloetta, not Giratina, not Comfey. Try switching the resolution. You're killing me, shinies. Okay, it's at 4K. 30 frames per second, which is the highest it'll go. This is 4K, 30 frames per second. Not Rowlet, not Ditto, not Charjabug, not Entei, not Espeon, not Suicune. Something with the new phone. This is the old phone. This isn't the new phone. This is the phone I've always used. Not Darkrai, not Clefairy, not Hydrapple, not Celebi. Not Swampert, not Dialga. Not Mudkip. Not Zigzagoon, not Yama. Alright, this is an electric type Pokemon. We're looking for an electric type Pokemon, not Slugma. Not Yamper, not Toxel, not Shinx, not Morpeko. Not Electivire, not Amelia, not Manectric, not Zeraora, not Pichu, not Raikou, not Emolga. Shinies, I do appreciate you. I know I'm not coming across that way right now, but I do appreciate you. I don't like live troubleshooting. Not Elekid, not Alolan Raichu, not Dedenne, but Slowpoke, getting it. It is, in fact, Pikachu. Can't believe it took that long to get to Pikachu. And this is a male Pikachu. Pika Pika. That's how Pikachu sounds in my head. Pika Pika. It's Pikachu. You remember that one? Pika Pika. I should be a voice actor. Just imagine if back in the day I was asked to do the voice acting for Pikachu for the anime, and you just heard in the first episode, it's like, oh, your Pokemon is Pikachu, the electric mouse Pokemon, and it just goes Pika Pika. I think that'd be pretty cool. Hey, what up? I'm that rat from Pokemon, Pika Pika. It's so obvious that isn't. That's what I was going for, Slowpoke. I was wondering how long it would take for you guys to go with Pikachu today. Pokemon would probably be even bigger if I did it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Pika Pika, zap. Merlin says hi. Good morning, Merlin. Or I should say good afternoon, Merlin. It's Pikachu sound meme, right? It sounds like the pizza thing from Pizza Hut. Oh, come on, Jerry. Come on. That's not Pizza Hut. That's Little Caesars. Pizza. And then back in the day, the Little Caesars guy also had like I don't know if he was his son or if it was just a young child that he hung around with. But when they came out with the pan pizza, he'd go pizza, and then the little kid would go pan. All right, let's do our final little game. Guess the Marvel superhero. There are two acceptable answers today. I look like that guy from the Little Caesars logo. Oh, thanks. Thanks for that. Slowpoke, open up a Lunala pack. Not Jubilee, not Obnoxio the Clown, not Gambit. Jerry, it was never clear. It was never clear if it was his son or just a little kid he hung out with. Not Bruce Banner, not Daredevil, not Miles Morales. Not Jessica Jones, not Robin, not Frank Castle. I'm very excited about getting this one. I haven't read it yet. I've wanted to read it for a long time. Very excited about it. Not Shang-Chi. Those epic collections are expensive, dude. Not Carnage. I love loops, how every time you type Carnage, you put a question mark behind it. Not Black Panther. Not Venom. Not Stan Lee. Not The Thing. Are we out of guesses? I understand. I will give you a clue. Both of the characters that are acceptable answers wear the color red. Not Mr. Fantastic. Not Mr. Incredible. Got the Bassimian EX. Good job. Not Cloak and Dagger. Not Scarlet Witch. This is tough. This is tough because Jerry says Deadpool, and then Hero comes in right after it with Spider-Man and Deadpool. Jerry, I'm sorry. I got to give it to Hero. This is Spider-Man and Deadpool. Volume 1, Isn't It Romantic? This is all the Spider-Man Deadpool comics from 2016 to 2017. It's got the first 18 issues. I'm really excited about this one, not just because of the fact that it's the two of them together. I think the artwork is pretty crazy, like crazy good. And it's written by the original Deadpool writer from his first ongoing series, Joe Kelly. It's his return to Deadpool after like 20 years. Shiny Cornholio, what's going on? Good to see you. So yeah, I'm very excited to read it. And also, for those of you keeping track at home, Ari, it is my second modern epic collection. There may be more on the way. The first modern epic we did was the first volume of Spider-Gwen. There's even a comic in here. Let me pull up the cover. I have a feeling Big Cheese will like this. I don't know why I'm specifying Big Cheese, but I feel pretty confident in saying it. Where's the... Shoot. I guess it doesn't have page numbers. See if I can find it here. It's not that one. I think it's towards the end, actually. Oh, there's one here where they hang out with Nightcrawler. That's pretty cool. That's not it. It's gotta be this one. Nope, not that one. That one. Here it is. Deadpool and Spider-Man hanging out with Penn and Teller. I don't know why, I just feel like Cheese would get a chuckle out of that. When did I mute myself? How did I mute myself? No, Ari, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. There's definitely a difference between movie Deadpool and comic Deadpool. And a lot of times I'm the same way, where I definitely prefer the comic version compared to the movie version, which everyone knows. They make P&T look so doofy. They do. Dogpool. Dogpool's pretty cool. Only muted for like 15 seconds. Oh, just 15? That's good. I'm sorry, but our Jerry's in another tab. That was such an epic joke I just made. Yeah, you're not a Ryan Reynolds fan. My BFF in the whole wide world, she's not a Ryan Reynolds fan either. I will say that the Deadpool movie is definitely influenced by like the 2010s Deadpool, like 2010 to like 2016 when Daniel Way was writing him, which is the same writer that the Deadpool video game that came out around 2015, 2016 was also based off of. We need a new light goal. Someone give me a light goal of 45, please, for the love of Arceus. Miles Katz' adoption day. He's lived with us for a year. Oh, happy birthday to Miles. Ryan Christensen, what's going on, man? Good to see you. On this day, the universe and Jerry said, I choose you, and we're forever grateful. Happy birthday, Miles. 2012 Deadpool, you mean the bald scarred laser eyes one? No. I'm saying that the Ryan Reynolds popular Deadpool movies, Deadpool, Deadpool 2, and Deadpool Wolverine, are based off of the comic version from like 2010 to like 2015, 2016, as written by Daniel Way. The 2012 Deadpool is just an abomination. Good morning, Amber. Ari, thank you for the like goal. 4D9. I think we can hit it. Favorite Spider-Man variant? Torn between Noir and Miguel. That's a good question. I mean, Miguel's pretty cool, but I think Miguel is cool enough that I don't really consider him like a Spider-Man variant anymore. I think they've done a really good job of making Miguel his own person. If I had to, if we included Miguel in that, I would say probably Miguel. If we didn't, we just went with like straight up like, different versions from like the Spider-Verse. I would say I might have to go with my boy Miguel, yeah. Oh wait, you said Miguel and I was talking about Miles Morales this entire time. I don't know what the heck's wrong with me. Miguel. My brain is just so scattered right now. Spider-Man 2099 would be my favorite Spider variant. And I'm getting really close to finishing off the Spider-Man 2099 comic series. I have maybe 15 issues left, if that. Miguel Morales. Look, Jerry. You figures have to bring up that monstrosity. It's terrible. I don't know what they were thinking. Brett Morales. But Spider-Man Noir is pretty cool too. I never read the original Spider-Man Noir comics, and they are tough to get now. Like, I don't think I don't think they printed a lot of them to begin with. And then after Spider-Man Noir became popular, it's tough to get the original miniseries. Amber, I'm doing all right. How you doing? We've had some technical difficulties today, but we're trying to struggle through. Oh, follow-up question. I love follow-up questions. They're my second favorite type of question after leading question. I'm going to eat fried chicken for lunch, and I'm excited. Also, can we give a shout out to one of the real ones, our true friend? Can we get a shout out to Anne Marie? Because I totally forgot about the other mini games until Anne Marie brought it up. Resent them for making French character comics more expensive. I see where you're coming from with that, Ari. I understand the question. And sometimes with other movies and TV shows, I do feel that way. I don't specifically feel that way about the Spider-Verse. In fact, it's the opposite. Because the vast majority of the characters, I do have their first appearances. In fact, I almost cried tears of joy when I saw the first Spider-Verse movie and saw the critical acclaim it got, not just because it was a beautiful movie, but because a couple of years prior, I got the first appearance of Miles Morales for $40. So that was awesome. I did have to buy the first Spider-Gwen post Spider-Verse. It was not cheap to begin with, but I got a good deal. And this is why it's important to be friends with your local comic shop. Local comic shop had gotten in a first appearance of Spider-Gwen, and someone was interested in buying it because they saw Into the Spider-Verse, but they didn't know how expensive it was, and they asked if there was like a cheaper version of it, and they ended up doing like 5 or 6 different printings of the first Spider-Gwen. I had the 4th printing already, just like so I could have it, and so I worked out a deal with the comic shop owner, and through him, this guy, where I gave the 4th printing to the comic shop, so that the comic shop could sell the fourth printing to this guy who didn't care about the printing. He just wanted to read it for a very decent price. And I was then able to get a decent amount saved off of the first printing for me to buy myself. So kind of like trading it in to get store credit that went towards the comic. And the best part about it is this guy that was looking to read the comic was able to get it for a very affordable price, like 15 or 20 bucks. Maybe the World Wide Web will help you out. What's going on, Ultimate Space Ghost? Good to see you. So mad they canceled the multiplayer Spider-Verse game. Oh, that would have been fun to play. But no, it does happen sometimes, like, especially when they bring in someone that's just like a random character. Like with Daredevil Born Again, they brought in this character, White Tiger. And I'm familiar with White Tiger. He's never been like an A-list hero. He's like definitely like C or D list. But he's just like one of those characters like I never even thought about getting their first appearance, and which would have been neat to have. But it just like it wouldn't even dawn on me. And then after White Tiger showed up in the show, like his first appearance like shot up to like 75, 80 bucks. And it was if you know if like, you were getting ripped off if you paid more than like $10 or $15 for it beforehand. They did White Tiger dirty. I feel like they brought in the original White Tiger just to introduce the second White Tiger. That's my opinion. Shinies with the U. You don't know anything about the character, but you have your own character based on a White Tiger? That's cool. Staying cool with this heat wave coming, finding more recipes for later, like Dr. Pepper beef jerky using eye of round meat. Ooh. Is that like the eye of Sauron? The eye of round meat? Uh, you grew up liking the second White Tiger? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and she was in that animated Spider-Man show. You're right about that, Loops. I forgot about that. So yeah, I think they did that whole thing just to introduce her. Personally. In Japanese and Chinese mythology, there's a spirit that represents the Western world. It's depicted as a white tiger named Byakko. Your character's name is Byakko. Oh, cool. That's how you found out about Nova, the Sam Alexander Nova. Justice for Richard Rider. You know what's funny, Loops? I think they pretty much sidelined Sam Alexander in the comics. I can't even remember the last time he was in anything. Fun time yesterday at this Torg Expo thing. So many vendors and stuff to buy. That's cool. All right, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, and just for old time's sake, we're going to put Ari in charge, and I'll be right back. We'll do a half encounter here. BRB. Did we get a shiny? We did not. You're going to a ballet performance about Maleficent. That's cool. Pogestar, what's up? Good to see you. Why would you eat crowns? That sounds drawful unless you're trying to expand your colorful imagination. I like that. Thank you, Mewtwo. You met up with the Dice Arts. That's so awesome, Space Ghost. You'll be able to dress up all fancy. Fancy area. I like that. I'm doing well, Pokestar. I'll be doing better if this thing shines. How you doing? Oh, why does Aerodactyl hate me so much? You just finished your 47 out of 47? Dang, congratulations. Jelly. I can't believe this is the 10th stream we've been going for Aerodactyl. Oh, Unbroken Bit was there too? Oh, that's awesome. Funny Pokemon shirts like Baja Blastoise. I like that. Not shiny. Why does that name sound familiar? Which name, Big Cheese? It took you about 2 months to get Latios? Alright, that makes me feel a little bit better. There's a cockroach on you. Shake it off. Shake it off. Unbroken Bit, he's in the community. He pops in here from time to time. Baja Blastoise would be an awesome Pokemon to have in real life. Yes, it's a little weird that your unlimited soda tap comes from a turtle shell, but we have berry juice from Shuckle, so you don't care. That's a very solid point there, Airy. You did a good job making your case in one message. No, your brain definitely is not smooth. Gary has a robotic Blaziken as a PFP. Oh, is that what it is? It's a robotic Blaziken? Captain Crunch, Oops, All Eevees was another one. Oh, that's cool. Gangarade, McDonald's, and more. McDonald's is disgusting. I love it, but it's disgusting. I see McDonald's, and in my head, I just see mukbang McDonald's. And I don't like that. But it's hilarious. But I hate it. You didn't like Shy Hunting Aerodactyl either? Well, you know, I feel like you think of Grimace, that's solid. I feel like we might be like doing our penance right now. Because we've had so many under odds hunts during this challenge. Burger Kingdra, like it. Tepig Roadhouse. Hey, I like that. Tepig Roadhouse. You had a great time. I'm glad to hear that, Amber. Next community day, don't know when. It's going to be Quaxley. So that would be sometime in July, right? Towards the end of July? Probably. Clefairy's Barbecue. Is that like Henry's Barbecue? I'm looking forward to eating my grilled chicken and macaroni and cheese. Got a few new cars. For $9, you got the 5 cards. Oh, nice. Your year-and-a-half mission is now over. What do you do now? You take a breather until July 22nd when the next Pokemon Presents is, and they announce more Mega Evolutions. Pokestar, I'm curious, which game did you get Audino in? Off to Brucky. All right, Jerry, have a great breakfast. Thanks for being here. Be good. Don't get into any shenanigans. You got 2 new plants yesterday? Very cool. What kind? I got a question for anyone that has a Switch 2. Pothos, the ones that hang down Alvini. Oh, okay, nice. For anyone that has a Switch 2, the charger, is it just a USB-C to USB-C? Or is it proprietary? Hey, Gina and Mino, what's up? Yes. Okay, so I could literally use any USB-C to USB-C to charge it. Well, thank you, Space Ghost. I appreciate the invitation. Christopher Larson, today we are still trying to get the shiny Aerodactyl. It is the last of the 47 Pokemon I need to complete the Mega Shiny Dex before Legends Z8 comes out. The block needs to have enough... Oh, yeah. I mean, I understand about the block, but I just mean, like, the block, the switch to the cord that goes in between is just a standard USB-C. You got yours in black and white, too? Oh, okay. Yeah, I ended up getting mine in X and Y. Well, one of them. I just can't remember which. X. It would have been X. In the Friend Safari. Upgraded and polished up your custom Lego Deadly Natter. Nice. Well, Cheese, I just got a new phone this week that charges with a USB-C to USB-C. So now I realize that I don't have, if I want to like leave this room and go to the living room and play my Switch 2, I don't have to take the charger out of this whole setup. I can just use my phone charger. You got your first ever shiny in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Congratulations, Gina. What'd you get? Hefto Bismol. Oh my gosh. Shiny Ditto? Ooh. I tried that and it was taking forever. Yeah, we got lucky. I can't remember how many encounters it was, but it was definitely under odds. It wasn't 512. And thankfully, we didn't even phase, which I would have been okay with because the other one in the Friend Safari was Teddy Ursa, and Teddy Ursa is just an adorable shiny. Seriously buying a 3DS to USB-C adapter so you don't have to worry about no consarned weird chargers anymore. Do it. I didn't even know those were a thing. Alfie, what's going on, Alfie? Good to see you. The sun hates you in Chicago. How hot is it, Gina? And are you being safe? They had a lot of 3D printed figures for sale, jumbo-sized Pokemon games like Red, Blue, Yellow, Pokemon Stadium, and Snap. That's pretty sweet. It's terrible out there, John. I hope you guys are being safe. So way over odds was driving you crazy. You had to leave it for a while. I totally get that. That's what I had to do with Heracross. I was doing resets in Shield for Heracross, and I want 5,000 resets on a 1 in 1365 hunt. So I said forget it and just fired up Violet and got a shiny Heracross in like 10 minutes. Don't know where the cockroach is because it's tiny and you're scared it's still on you. It is. In fact, it's right on your shoulder. But if you turn your head to look at it, it will scurry over to the other shoulder. 93 will be the highest to keep us in your prayers. Oh my goodness gracious. Heat advisory until Tuesday. Yeah, we got one too. Trying to get shiny in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Which one are you trying to get, Alfie? Or are you just going for whatever you find? I was right. I knew it. You like how Wally somehow made cockroaches cute, right? My favorite Pokemon game of all time. That's a great question. I'm a huge fan of Ultra Sun. Although honestly, because this Aerodactyl, I'm not quite as much of a fan of it as I used to be, but it's still my favorite. Played Community Day from your car yesterday. I do that all the time. I know that's terrible, but I always do that. Bulber, going for a shiny Bulbasaur. Good luck on that. Wonder why that one was blocked. 111. That's crazy, Pokestar. Started Switch 2 playthrough of Scarlet and Violet. I haven't started like a new playthrough. I have done a little bit of shiny hunting in Violet. And what was really cool, I'm hoping it's a good omen for things to come. The very first sandwich I made on Violet on the Switch 2, I got my first ever shiny female Torchic. You got a Shalfa Unknown. Why? Ghost Bunny, what's going on? Good to see you. That's easy for you. Female Combi. No, I'm very jealous, Gina. I still need to get, I think, 10 Shiny Unknown. Let me see. No, you should be excited, Gina. It's very exciting. I just wanted you to know that I was paying attention. I didn't want you to think that I wasn't paying attention. Work on your bug type run sword. Decided to replace your Inteleon with Escavalier. Oh, sweet. Yeah, so I need C, F, G, J, K, L, M, U, Y, and question mark. So I need a Y. I need a shiny Y. Transferred save file over from original Switch. Yes, yes. You were scared to do it after seeing stuff on Reddit. Here's the dealio about that. First off, I am so technologically stupid, and I transferred everything over without an issue. It was super smooth and easy. So I don't know what the heck's going on. But whenever you see people talking about how they had problems doing something, think about this. Pretty much everyone that has a horror story and has a problem doing something will let the internet know about it. The millions of people that don't have any issues aren't going to say anything about it. So I genuinely don't know how they screwed it up, and I'm not trying to be mean. Just going through the process, I don't know how it's possible to screw it up. But yeah, super easy. Red Eye Jedi with the 2 months of membership. Let's get some hype for that. I have gotten one shiny unknown in BDSP. I got the N. If anyone doesn't know the story, it's a very sad story. I was all excited. I had everything set up. We were going to do a shiny unknown hunt in BDSP. And the way it works in BDSP is in the Salatian ruins, there's a different letter on each floor, right? That spell out friend. And once you catch all of them, it will unlock all the rest of the letters. But I needed an F and I needed an N. So we were going to dual hunt the F and the N. And the stream was going to be titled Shinies or Shinies. Well, the stream was going to be titled Hefty's FN Unknown Hunt. It was going to be titled Hefty's FN Unknown Hunt. And I was getting everything set up, and I just needed to check to make sure I was on the right floor for the N. So I did an encounter to make sure that I was on the N floor, and the N that showed up was shiny. So literally 10 minutes before stream started, I got the shiny N. So then we had to turn it into something stupid, like I think we did F and R or something like that. The chance that happened, it was like 1 in 4096 that would happen. But yeah, Red Eye Jedi, how are you doing today, bud? Worst thing that happened. It's the second time something like that's happened to me too. And now that I think about it, both times in BDSP. I back in the day, back when before no, it was before. It was before Scarlet and Violet. I actually went through the hassle. I did it right after Home got compatibility with Arceus and BDSP. That's when I did it. I went through the hassle of getting the shiny charm on BDSP solely so that I could Masuda hunt Fiona. Because the charm does work for Masuda hunting, and you can get eggs at 1 in 512 odds in BDSP. So I get the charm, I grab my Manaphy, I start collecting eggs, and I had heard that Manaphy eggs take forever to hatch, or Fiona eggs take forever to hatch. So I'm laying in bed on a Friday night, the night before I stream, and I'm like, well, let me just hatch a couple eggs to see how long they take. So I'm laying in bed, and honestly, I'm starting to doze because it's taking a while to hatch these eggs. And so I end up like hatching like 2 or 3 eggs. And I'm like, okay, well, now I got an idea of how long they take. So I just close the game, put it down. Next morning, I fire up the game. I realize the second egg I hatched was shiny. I didn't notice it because I was dozing off. But the second egg I hatched was a shiny Fiona. So I robbed myself of that hunt too. Cloth Zilla, what's going on? Good to see you. Suddenly have an urge to watch your walk in your shiny cloth along the beach. That'd be pretty neat. I was given a great story, just not a great stream. I was so upset about that unknown, though. I was so proud of myself for coming up with the Hefty's effing unknown hunt. It was too clever. The world said no, pretty much. I don't know, Clausilla. What have you been playing lately? Hollow Knight? Oh, Warframe. Okay. This is why we can't have nice things, right? And Hollow Knight. Ah, you have been playing Hollow Knight. I was kind of right. But mostly Warframe. Oh my gosh, we are getting close to the light goal. I wonder if we can actually hit it today. How many people in the poll put 50 likes? 17% of you. 17% of the people here that have been here today might actually be right. You hatched the like goal. Excuse me. Oh, what's the like goal? The like goal is 49. Want to be helpful, so you chose the dino? Well, thank you for that, Gina. It could have been claw sticks. Oh my gosh. Yep, we're getting ever closer. I'm guessing you guys see 46, which means we're only 3 away from the like goal. Only 4 away from hitting 50. Cloth is probably one of the best shinies from Gen 9. I totally agree. Totally agree. It's a beautiful shiny. You have max everything except for the cloth sticks? How ironic. That's easy when most shinies barely change. Oh, come on. There's a bunch of shinies that change. You have absolutely no cloth sticks. Are you not buying them out of protest? Blue shinies are awesome. Here's what I like about the shiny cloth compared to, like, let's say a shiny Tyrant. I don't know how they managed it. Shiny cloth looks good and kind of natural. Shiny Tyrant, and I know this is kind of a hot take, it's a beautiful color, but the blue doesn't look natural to me. It looks like someone dumped a Tyrant in a can of paint. You see what I mean? I mean, it's a great color, but it just doesn't feel like a natural color. Like I couldn't imagine seeing that naturally occur in the wild. But I think a blue cloth does feel natural somehow. Yeah, it fits it real well. Out of spite. I gotcha. That makes sense. Based off the blue crabs, right? Yeah, in the real world, there's blue crabs. You gotta go. All right, Transition Maker, thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Blue dinos exist too. Do they really, Amber? Amber is the dinosaur expert. You like Shiny Fluttermane that feels like cheating because it's based off of Mischievous? I understand what you mean. What is everyone's favorite shiny Paradox Pokemon? Mine is by far Great Tusk. I think Great Tusk is a beautiful shiny. You're dreading having to swap out a new router? Oof, yeah, that is a pain in the butt. Iron Valiant, that's a good one. Roaring Moon, also good. Roaring Moon. What's happening? You went to go do something? Mewtwo, what is your favorite shiny Paradox Pokemon? Roaring Moon, Roaring Moon, Roaring Moon. Koraidon, if it wasn't obtainable. Koraidon's got a good shiny. You're making the Wisp Prime. It'll take 3 days. That's awesome, Clopzilla. Iron Valiant or Thorns? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Roaring Moon, a lot of Iron Valiant. I guess I'm all alone on the Great Tusk Island. Thorns, honestly. Iron Thorns is a good shiny. Black, yellow, and red. Yeah, that's a good color combo. Shiny for the Crystal Turtle is so top tier to me. You mean Terapagos? It is a good shiny. I wish I could get it. Fluttermane Island? That's okay, Slowpoke. We'll be neighboring islands. We'll have dinner parties. You said that name in your head and double guess yourself. Terapagos? Iron Bundle? Iron Bundle is a good one. What is everyone's favorite water starter? Mine is Squirtle. Good luck, Cloth. How many shinies did I get yesterday? I just one, John, which is all I needed. So basically, I threw an incense on, checked all the spawns in my backyard, jumped in the car, drove down to Dunkin' Donuts, got myself an iced latte, and drove home. And yeah, when I was in line at Dunkin' Donuts, I found a shiny Jangmo-O. I didn't want to be out too much yesterday. Hoplio, Totodile, Mudkip, Oshawott, Squirtle as well. Nice. I forgot how to spell this Pokemon's name, but it's normal is white, but shiny is black and orange. Normal is white, shiny is black and orange. What would that be? Did I think Duncan for the shiny? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, Guzzlord. That's it, Guzzlord. Well, Guzzlord normal is black, shiny is white and orange. Clip of Oshawott walking, happily walking around as we're rent-free in your head. Totodile, because he was technically the first water starter you've ever used. It's a whale on land. Oh, Satitan. Satitan, that's who it is. Okay, yep, Satitan. Satitan's a good shiny. Yeah, Kira, that's kind of why Squirtle is my favorite water starter too. Is Squirtle was the first ever Pokemon I ever got. I fired up Pokemon Blue for the first time and I picked Squirtle because he's a cute turtle. All right, what's everyone's favorite fire type starter? My favorite fire type starter is Torchic. Litten's a good one. Litten was my first starter in Ultra Sun and Sun. Chimchar, that was your first starter ever. Chimchar 100%. Cloyster's a cool Pokemon. Infernape, yep. The whole Chimchar line. Fuecoco, that was your first ever fire type starter. Was it really Mewtwo? Charmander, because you believe that was amongst the first favorites when you were growing up. Nice. You want to say Charmander because he was the first ever Pokemon you had? I totally get that feeling. Chimchar's your favorite starter? Chimchar is a good Pokemon. Alright, you guys know what's coming next. What's everybody's favorite grass type starter? Mine is Rowlet. Pokestar, your team Chimchar all the way? Rowlet, Sprigatito. Sprigatito is a good Pokemon. Turtwig, I like Turtwig. Chikorita, nice. Sprigatito, yep. You know, it's funny. Even though Rowlet's my favorite grass-type starter, Sprigatito is actually the first time I ever played a game for the first playthrough with a grass-type starter. So my first starters in each game, or in each gen, Gen 1, my first starter was Squirtle. In Gen 2, my first starter was Cyndaquil. In Gen 3, my first starter was Mudkip. Gen 4, my first starter was Piplup. Gen 5, my first starter was Tepig. Gen 6, my first starter was Fennekin. Gen 7, my first starter was Litten. Gen 8, my first starter was Scorbunny. And Gen 9, my first starter was Sprigatito. So typically, more often than not, I do fire on my first playthrough. 50-50 for Chikorita and Trico for you, depends on how you feel on the day. Yeah, Bulbasaur was your first pick when you played the OG game. Nice. You only ever picked water once, and that was Sobble. You know what the saddest thing I've ever seen in Pokemon ever is? Across the entire franchise, the saddest thing, and I don't mean sad like, bad. I mean sad as in, like, I felt terrible. The saddest thing I've ever seen in Pokemon was Gen 8 picking your starter. If you pick Scorbunny, then Hop picks Grookey, which leaves Sobble on the ground, and Sobble with his little sad face is looking one way or the other, realizing that Sobble is left all alone, was not picked, nobody wants him, and it is the saddest cutscene I've ever seen. Then thankfully, Leroy. Is it Leroy? Leroy takes him. You love Sobble, named yours a male name only for it to be a female. Oh my gosh. Leon. That's right, Leon. But yeah, thank you, Leon, not Leroy. If anybody ever picked Scorbunny, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, he's sitting on that little blanket or whatever they have outside, and Sobble's just looking from one side to the other like, nobody likes me, nobody wants to pick me. It's just really sad. Still pick Sobble because he's too cute. He is very cute. I do like Sobble. You're gonna pick Sobble until they revealed his Evos. I don't have a problem with the Evos. I know a lot of people don't, but I'm fine with it. Here's my favorite Pika clone. That's a great question. My favorite Pika clone is Emolga. What's everybody else's favorite Pika clone? Mid Evo is just odd. Little emo sad boy Drizzile. You pick Sobble? You're Emolga as well? Nice, John. Emolga could use a little bit better shiny in my opinion, but yeah, it's my favorite Pika clone. Pachirisu. Pachirisu's a good one. That's got a gorgeous shiny. All thanks to Gina and your sitting cutie Minen. It's also very good to see you, Keith. Hope you're doing well. Pachirisu, that was your first shiny Pika clone? Nice. Palmy, or if a Alolan Raichu... Oh, Alolan Raichu is gorgeous. Dedenne or the Mimikyu? You spelled them wrong, Amber, but the important thing is that you gave it your best. And I understood what you were saying. Palmy, I do like Palmy. I will say, and I know myself well enough to know it's solely because it does evolve, that Palmy was the first time I actually used a Pika clone on my team in my playthrough. Typically, when I'm doing a playthrough, I never put Pokemon on my team that don't evolve. Because I like watching them evolve. Patrice is going to be part of your Shining Pearl Dream Team quest? Nice. I did use a Pachirisu on my... I think it was my Brilliant Diamond playthrough. Just because it had Nuzzle and something else. Those two shinies are your favorite Pika clones. I get it. Both gorgeous. Super Fang, that's it. Thank you, Slowpoke. Yep, that's what it is. Nuzzle and Super Fang. I had that on my Pachirisu. Great for hunting and not too shabby for actual playthrough as well. Can help a lot with tough bosses. Mio, what's going on? Good to see you. Best friend loves Togedemaru. Togedemaru is a little chonker, but he's adorable. He's just a round friend. Are there any electric fairy types other than Dedenne? Yes, Tapu Koko. Yours is Mimikyu because you have a shiny Destiny Mark 1? Yeah, Mimikyu is really cool too. Not sure if it's technically considered a Pika clone though. I think that's kind of in a gray area. Get this dino already? I'm trying my best, Ari. Especially since I already got this dino already. Twice. That's what I get for hunting this a third time. Oh, the irony that Aerodactyl was one of the last hunts we did on stream before we started this challenge. I think at the beginning of this challenge, I even said, I don't know if we need to rehunt Aerodactyl, because we just got it. You think it is? Then, I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but that means that Gen 7 had 2 Pika clones, which I guess, you know, is awesome. Pretty bad at aiming, but you're playing the middle difficulty and you beat the first level. Oh, and GoldenEye, nice. GoldenEye was a great game. No cop-outs. I would feel wrong not getting the Aerodactyl. I still already feel a little awkward about both the Rayquaza and the Heracross. John made this turn to Regitato too. It really is becoming that. Isn't the Joy-Cons hard to aim with in Zelda 2? Oh yeah, absolutely. Ooh, I just got a text message from Kost Jägerasimov ZP8083 at lenta.ru. Hold on, this must be important. Let me check. Oh, a recruitment representative from LinkedIn. My resume has been recommended by several online recruitment companies. Oh boy. Not shiny. Not shiny at 69.50. All right, we're going to end the hunt there for today because there's no way we're going to get it in the next 10 minutes. But I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. This will be a little fun, at least for me. Let's start a new... is this brand new save file here? Yes, it is. All right. Smash that like, y'all. You tell them, Lumion, what's going on? And let's turn on the Switch music. No shinies, Lumion. No shinies. We've been trying for 10 streams to get the shiny Aerodactyl to finish off this challenge, and it has not happened yet for some stupid reason. And at this point, I don't like Aerodactyl anymore. But now I just want to do something real quick here. I was just talking about this earlier at the beginning of something that happens at the beginning of Sword and Shield. I just thought it'd be funny to end stream with this. Now I just gotta get through this cutscene that we can't skip. Man, this takes me back. Y'all remember when you played Sword and Shield for the first time? I remember buying the Switch for the first time, sticking this game in, firing it up, and watching this cutscene, and I was like, holy smokes. Pokemon looks so awesome now. And then I got online and found out that everyone thought the graphics were terrible. You feel that with Pokemon Let's Go, these fossils will not shine. Oh my gosh. Scarlet Violet Spiritomb, 11 days? Holy smokes. Can you guys hear the audio, by the way? You love Shield? I do too. You hear it? Okay, good. It's real quiet on my end. Today you got Sword and Shield along with your Switch. You played for 8 hours straight and got to Pierce. Yeah, exactly. Why choose the name Hefty? Because you're constantly calling yourself back from the Hefty trash bags, digging your head for those commercials. Kiro, you're actually not too far off. So back when I was in college, I was in a fraternity. And in the fraternity, whenever a new person was inducted into the fraternity, they got a nickname. And so this was when I would have been like 19 years old, 19, 20 years old. And whenever we went out, like, dancing or clubbing or whatever, I always had these really flashy clothes I would wear, including some pants that were like black plastic, like almost like a pleather pants. And some people thought that when I wore them, it looked like I was wearing a trash bag for pants. That and the fact that I was super skinny, I was like hero sized in college. So there's like some irony in naming the skinny kid Hefty. So that's why Hefty, and it just stuck around exactly like Ross from Friends. It just stuck around as a nickname basically all my life. I still have friends in real life that call me Hefty. So it wasn't like a name that I came up with for YouTube. It was just a nickname that I already had that I used for YouTube. What fraternity? It was Tau Kappa Epsilon, TKE or Teak. They were the swooshy pants. It was. They looked like garbage bags. All right, let's get the bag. I thought I was in college when you watched me 3 years ago. John, you're a Teak too? No way. That's awesome. That's why I like you so much. 517. Scroll number 517. That's why the channel is technically called Hefty 517. Partnership with Hefty Bags when? That's a good question. What's your scroll number, John? At your college? 1016? Nice. Yeah, we'll have to have some more talks about that. Would you look at that? A teak. The joke was always Tau Kappa everyone. Frauder John. There's a leak in the boat. All right, let's go get this started. Yeah, it's not my birthday, but yeah, it's my scroll number. To quote Homer Simpson, they look deep within my heart and assign me a number based upon the order in which I joined. Your jokes aren't what it's chopped up to be. Oh my gosh. Sounds far-fetched. So many puns in the chat right now. I love it. I love the reason behind nicknames. The weirder the nickname, the better the story. This is very true. Very true, Slowpoke. Put a leak in the fridge and told your parents there was a leak in the fridge? Oh my gosh. Hefty 227 doesn't sound right? Yeah, but 227 was a great sitcom. Alright, now I gotta go talk to my mom. Is that what I gotta do? I can't even remember. I feel like Chem Nation. I'm just like not even paying attention to what I have to do. How many checks? 6,950 checks, Christopher. The majority of those are 1 in 4096 odds. And like, if I had to do like a thumbnail, what am I even saying? If I had to like just do an estimate, I'd say out of that 6,950, 2/3 of those are at 4096, 1/3 at 1365. T-Money, you're always buying snacks? That's a good nickname. Is this what Carly does on a daily basis? Yes. This game is Carly May Life Simulator. What do you say? Oh, station. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta meet up with Leon. Straw 13 for reasons. Oh, I never knew that, Slowpoke. Straw, gotcha. I've never spammed A harder. Yeah. I can't wait to eat my fried chicken and macaroni and cheese. Oh my goodness gracious. I think you guys have 49 on the likes, which means that we hit our like goal, and we are just one like away from having an answer for the poll. Now, come on, let's go pick a Pokemon. Oh yeah, Mewtwo. That's what we're doing. So if anyone here has ever not picked Scorbunny as a shiny, or as a starter, if you've never not picked Scorbunny as a starter, I'm going to show you something. It's going to make you very sad. I do love this cutscene, by the way. I think it's really clever. One, that they did it. Two, it's really cute. And three, does a great job of showing the advantages slash disadvantages type-wise of each of the three starters. I love this. So Sobble hits Scorbunny, so water hits fire, fire hits grass, grass scares water. It's such a well done thing. I would love it if they did this with every game. All right, let's pick Scorbunny, and I'm going to show you something that will make you cry. Maybe it won't make you cry, but it'll make Sobble cry. All right, I'm going to pick Scorbunny. Which means that Hop is going to pick Grookey. So cutscene with Hop and his giant kebabs. I don't remember that one. Do a little fist pound. All right, so now Hop picks Grookey. Now watch this. After Hop picks Grookey, watch Sobble. Look at that cute Wooloo. It's right after the rival fight. Nah, we're just going to end right after this. I'm hungry. Look at Sobble. Just looking around, realizing that nobody wants him. Oh, it's so sad. But then good old Leroy takes him. All right, that's all I wanted to show you guys. So sad, just looking at that Sobble, wondering, like, why does no one like me? But guys, thank you so much for being here. What a great stream without a shiny. Appreciate y'all being here. Have a great rest of your day. Do something nice for someone just because it's the right thing to do and for no other reason. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.